Unassumes.
All right, welcome to Risen Esports. I am Joshua Nezra Freeman. Joining me is Amar Regal Kampara, who I just jumped on for this stream. Oh boy.
We're all good.
All right, teams are well underway into picks and bans. We're going to head right on over there. They're throwing out the standard Fizz, Corky, Sejuani as our last few games, and we have the Twitch, Janna, and Lulu being banned over by SSG. Just the same picks, no, doesn't matter where we go. We're going to get the Rakan first pick, first rotation again, with the Xayah being returned onto that, and with the J4. Tristana this time being picked up for KogChamp. But we have the Twisted Fate being picked up as well. Gonna see if we can actually get a better performance out of this champ as for our last couple of games.
You guys said you wanted hype? We'll get you some hype. We got Tango Autismo on Twisted Fate. This dude's a one trick. I've seen his Twisted Fate never. He's probably pretty good at it though. Kassadin picked up for SSG. Dude's probably a beast too. I don't know either. But that's hype.
I feel really good with Kassadin and Twisted Fate. Like, both these second round rotation mid bans just get pulled out for this game, which could be the last game for Screaming Suns Gaming. If they're able to pull out another win here, just a clean 3-0 sweep against KogChamp.
Kind of sad. We learned some about SSG tactics. We thought we were gonna see some spicy come out from Jeff. Decided not to take it out. Said they're going for the 3-0 stomp.
I mean, I could have gone with a few more cheeses. This sounds fun. I mean, we have the Iron being banned, which is an XT special as well. Although he does not approve of me using that term. But it's great, regardless.
XT, he's been playing pretty XD if you ask me. Hype caster right here.
The talk caster, come on. Alright. We'll see what on the first rotation in the second phase SSG is going to want to pick up. The support's still available. We already have some pretty pinch support picks, and the Braum comes out. Is that really the Braum? Because that seemed to go gray for a moment. I'm not seeing any corrections, so I'm going to assume that is correct. We're going to get a Braum, who is a still pretty solid support. Like, his laning, you're giving up laning phase for the team fight later. Your laning phase is a bit heckled, but he just destroys team fights with his ultimate and the unbreakable wall. Unbreakable shield. Yeah. And we have KogChamp coming out with the Maokai. That tree just doesn't go anywhere. We saw it every game yesterday at Rampage.
You say heckled, I think the Braum is gonna get reckled. That champion is awful. Probably one of the worst supports in the game right now. Above Karma though.
Above Karma though. I mean, I wouldn't say he's the worst. I'm trying to think of someone worse, and aside from saying Teemo,
Karma's the worst.
Trundle's one of the worst.
I mean, people who still play Trundle, dude. Come on.
Gonna take the Trundle back into, just sweep it back into this game. And this time against the Shen, which Shen should have a easier time against Trundle, being able to block those auto attacks. As opposed to our Cho'Gath last game, who cannot stand against anything.
Yes, I am a silver player. Thank you for asking, whoever that was in chat. I'm the best silver player in the game, by the way.
Alright, from the team comps here, how does KogChamp look, in your opinion?
In my opinion, KogChamp looks absolutely amazing. The only thing that's off meta is the Twisted Fate, but Tango is a one trick. So that team comp is pretty disgusting for picking someone off and disengaging.
we have the, like, it has a pretty decent combo if you want to turn the bot lane into a 2v5 immediately. We have Twisted Fate ulting down to the bot lane, Shen, Stand United, ulting in right on top of him. You have to be very respectful for these engages when you have just that much global pressure. And I would like to see Jeff actually take it to that global pressure, trying to pick off the Twisted Fate first, or the Shen. One or the other, whichever global is up, he needs to focus. Because that is the one secure way to clear a global. Is to focus them first, and that way they won't go anywhere. And Cassidy is going to have a bit of a harder time pre-6. TF should be able to zone him off pretty well.
I think TF needs to try and build. Okay. I think TF needs to try to build a pretty big advantage early game. I see he has Ignite selected right now. Hopefully he keeps that because he wants to try to kill Cassidy in pre-6. Maybe he does go teleport to play more for later, but if he could put Cassidy behind early, it'll only delay Cassidy longer.
I'm sorry about the cat, guys. That was my apologies. Yeah, if Twisted Fate opts into taking the TP, just ultimate globals, 2 TPs, 2 global teleports. I'm sorry, Reckle.
That cat was loud, dude.
Right? It's like my girlfriend's cat and I can't do anything about it. I see how it is. If you just want the cat to talk to you guys all day, that's fine. Oh, it's talking to Reckle. Feels fine. I'm okay then. You do you.
Wait. I'm wrong. Alright, dude. I won't get rank involved into this, but you're probably in the bottom 50% of the player base.
Spicy.
Not toxic.
Not toxic at all.
That's why I have the emote, not reformed.
I'm definitely looking for Streaming Suns Gaming to... Their mid lane pick is gonna be a bit iffy. If the Cassidy doesn't get off the ground, it's gonna be a little scary for them. Because he needs a snowball into that mid game that really help him. He needs something. He's gonna want so much attention from Jeff here on the law. I'm sorry, I should call him the law. And that's nothing too shocking. Hernandez and Hobbs going back to traditional quote-unquote summoner choices. Hobbs taking the heal while Rakan grabs that exhaust. And it looks like Caston opting in for a TP, which is perfectly fine. He's great on those TP plays. He just pops in, rift walks over to someone, and just pops them. Alright, looks like teams are getting into the game. So that means we're going to start our 2-minute and 40-second delay. Alright, who do you think is going to take this game here, Raggold?
Going with my boys. SSG. PogChamp, not CogChamp. CogChamp's saving grace is Hernandez playing Ardent supports, but SSG's got it all. The Star Jungler, PogChamp Echo 1 trick, and Trundle. That's all I gotta say, dude.
And Trundle. ADC support, bot lane doesn't really matter. As long as we get the top half of our map rolling, we're good.
That's not what I said.
No? Kind of sounded like it.
I mean, I like the players, but this is an ADC meta now.
It is, and we're going to see if Hobbs can give us another great play with Tristana. -1 inting dive into the back line. Because that first game was just able to take that snowball, get himself a couple quads. Not quite securing himself the Penta like proclaimed, but still. It all came down to one unfortunate play in the backline, and that threw the game. Minus that one thing, they could actually pull out a game once it gets mid to late here.
Yeah, unfortunate's the word.
Alpha,
I think
I can read you.
The double lift senses were tingling, dude.
Double lift sense for tingling, we have to make the play, and
then when he made the play, he actually was Wild Turtle. That's the Hobbs cosplay right there.
Alright, look, I'm definitely going to be looking to see if the Shen can pull off the stand United's needed just to make these huge team advantage roams with the double global able to just all of a sudden be in bot lane, all 5. They will not be able to expect it, just 5-man push in the bot lane, get that first tower cleared fast, and press an advantage out, rotate the team.
I think the TF pick is just putting too many eggs in the Hobbs basket. Hobbs tilted first game, and TF damage isn't really that high until later into the game. His utility for gold cards and being able to roam all around the map is why he's chosen. Let's hope Hobbs doesn't pull another Wild Turtle, pop off.
Looks like the game is finally starting to load up. Give us about 10-20 seconds to actually get the champs loaded into the game, and we will finally continue, which could be game point between Screaming Suns Gaming against CogChamp. This time we'll be able to see if there are any masteries that are questionable. Alright, looks like the Shen's going with the Undying. Grassy Undying here. Which is pretty standard for him. Oh, and that's all gone immediately. Alright, we're going to be loading into game here for potentially the last game of this season here at Risen Esports Dominate Finals. SSG sitting at game point. Yes, Tango did get his TF. After it being banned out last game, it should be interesting to see what he can do on it compared to the Echo from last game from the Under 1 trick. What do you think the odds are on the CogChamp pulling out the reverse sweep?
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Gonna pop in, you're gonna get some poking out to the mid lane. We're just gonna rush up while CogChamp's trying to take on the line of scrimmage. We're just gonna group up into a bush bait again. Not much of a bait when they all know you're here now. Looks like Tej is going to start off with the Dorian Shield start. Pretty safe and conservative, I guess, with the King's Land being on Braum here.
Minions have spawned.
Just going to be a very safe mid bot lane, not going to go entirely on the aggression.
This early game doesn't make me to sleep.
Hopefully it doesn't look like any of the teams are actually going to move too far and being aggressive. It's definitely relying on the law here to secure some early game kills.
Jeff starts blue again. I don't know if he doesn't know that the red start is better for Jarvan, or he just doesn't necessarily care. Maybe he does want to gank Shen top, and I'm just being an idiot, but...
Maybe he knows something you
I
don't.
think Red is better. Alright, maybe he does. Maybe Jeff's just a monster, dude. I'm 100% sorry for anything I've ever said, dude.
After a couple of those cataclysms last game, it were on point. All those kind of hard to miss. Pointing flicks, my man.
Yeah, good word choice. Not hard to miss.
And once again, we have Hobbs and Hernandez just pressing into this bot lane, trying to get as much. Then with the root comes down onto Hobbs, going to get the knock up coming out from Rakan here. Going to end up some damage. Overall, about an equal trade. Rakan and having a lot more stain, but I am the wall coming in from the EQ lands onto Tango. Gonna walk right back in with a gold card. Gonna see if he can try to get it onto Moose and get the ignite. Not gonna be able to get in range. And there we have I Am the Law making that early aggression onto the mid lane. Game after game after game. Not quite being warded out at all. This game we have Rando just chomping down on a redneck here, but Shen can't exactly chomp back like the Cho'Gath. And just gonna, at least this time he's staying even in farm at this point, which he had already fallen into a CS deficit. Maokai sitting here, going to get spotted out by the flag. That Butch bait almost went, but just being missing from lane for so long, it just felt so weird. In turn though, Tango's gonna fall to a 10-12 CS deficit, which is not really how you want to start your game at 4 minutes, especially against a champ that you should have the advantage on.
Yeah, probably not.
Alright, looks like we have gangs back to the top lane, but the gold card stops Jarvan from getting any distance gain. XT gonna have to flash away, just respecting the possible damage that could have came out afterwards. No engagement. Castanez in level 6 actually follow up with that. Bot lane, I think it's gonna run the same script they've done each time. Just farm up until 20 minutes and then something can happen. Let's see what happens when Tango gets level 6. What can he do with his ultimate? Get some decent rotational plays on maybe the bot lane, and definitely could have it. Rando in his sides being so pressed up at this time. Having the wave just so far up against this tower. Redneck just holding it there. Gonna take a bit of a step back this game. Not too much aggression going out as compared to some of our other early games. Sit back. Screaming Suns Gaming definitely gonna want to take a slower approach, because this could be game point for them. They want to get it just right. Right now taking a lot of damage. Gonna actually just be auto attacked down with the flash having to come out.
That's what happened last time, and now Random can build his CS lead, especially with that huge wave.
Now build the siege lead, heal back up, and just sit pretty okay, because Redneck doesn't have any sustain. He has the corrupting potion, but it's just not anything compared to the vampiric scepter, the passive from Trundle, and the his own corrupting potion. It has 2 stacks still. He's got the back off, doesn't have the TP, it only has the standing head right now, in which they should be trying to make a play down on the bot side somewhere.
It's come to the point where Cassidy starts the
face check onto Tango, but a level 5 Jarvan into the level 6 TF. Not having the Cataclysm up just yet. Riftwalk onto Tango here, gonna get the Thunderrush proc, gonna have Hernandez just get some heal on.
Alright, back to my earlier comment. It's gotten to the point where Cassin has hit level 6, and this is the point where he starts to ramp up a little bit of damage, and TF can't necessarily bully him like he could. But he already has an advantage before even hitting 6, so TF's just gonna have a rough time.
Top lane is just a wet noodle fight. Well, we have a 20 CS difference coming in the mid lane, favoring a Canadian Moose. Once again, game after game, building up these CS differences at 7-10 minutes. The farming just not coming out from Tango. In a lane, like, he has the advantage, especially before 6. He had the advantage, he had the range, and didn't have to worry about Canadian Moose whatsoever. But instead, goes back and grabs the first item, Boots of Swiftness, which is a bit questionable, considering they're not as strong as they once was back in the day. That's not exactly a first item rush for TF. If you want something, I guess get Moby Boots if you want to get the roaming pressure down. But it definitely does not feel as good compared to the Catalyst coming out from Canadian Moose. Feels a lot better than that. He's just going to get himself a red buff. Sit around, not actually going to make these ganking plays that the Law is putting a little more effort into.
You guys better be ready for some hype casting, dude. Once these team fights start breaking out, I'm screaming into my microphone. I really want to turn down your volume when you start seeing people group.
At this point, I would like to see either the Law come down, gank mid lane, try to pick himself up a kill, or have a Canadian Moose roam somewhere, roam to the bot lane. Because he's just not getting anywhere besides the CS lead is nice. The Volcar comes out onto a Canadian Moose. The Riftwall comes out, going to be right on top of Tango, but just going to come out for half health trade. Nine minutes into the game, almost 10. We're going to hit the longest point into the series where first blood hasn't been taken. Showing some control or just unproductivity from the teams. I don't know how this has happened to Tango.
I don't. I'm pretty sure this has happened every game so far.
This is
just mid and top, just free CS leads out of nowhere, honestly. Especially because Tango should be winning the lane.
And 30 CS for each. It's just like they're spending so much time trying to look for a roam. Tango's not exactly committing to anywhere. He walks out of lane and just misses an entire wave of CS each time. While Redneck's just not being able to handle the Trundle at all. Or even risk getting closer. Which he should be able to risk because he has the taunt to get right back out, and he has the block. Rando taking the back end of this trade, but the Grassly Undying getting a little of that health back.
He's listening to the stream 3 minutes behind, dude. He heard that, so he took a trade.
Volcar coming out, but he's going to get the Riftwalk away, going to actually get out, going to actually flash. Big respect going over to XT. Not looking for that twisted advance onto him. But now we have the Law sitting around mid lane, seeing if he can pick it off, but TF's roaming down to the bot lane. Might be looking to take this dragon, might be looking to take the scuttle, might just be looking for nothing. Looking for nothing. He walks right back into mid lane. Further
that's one of the things
decreasing
with,
his CS.
TF in competitive play can't necessarily just go down there by yourself and have a 3v2 because the enemy bot lane's expecting it.
TP coming out from Canadian Moose here, going to come back in, going to dive onto Tango and just walk away. Ult coming down on Danny Knight coming out. Blade Caller going to come out. Not going to pull out the stun just yet. Going to get 2 stuns onto the Rakan and onto Reknek. First blood coming out onto a King's Land. Oz picks up the kill. Canadian Moose down here in the bot lane trying to see what he can get, try to pick up. He's going to actually pick up the kill onto Hernandez. Going to get himself possibly double, but the gold card stops in time while Trundle picks up the kill instead. Going to get taken out by the tower almost. Tango picks himself up, a kill is going to turn around. Now it's just Rando left in the bot lane against the 2. It won't be long for this world while gold card comes out. Going to be triple kill coming out for Tango. The Law just sitting in mid lane trying to pressure this tower while TP comes out.
You guys ready for the hype? Tango Autismo picks up 3 kills right there. He's building towards a roll up, probably hasn't completed. Honestly, I don't know what that team fight was. There was 5 people there for CogChamp. I think they should have, SSG should have ran out right when they saw all 5 people were down there and Jeff was in mid lane, or I am the Law. Unlucky. Honestly, just unlucky team fighting. There's your hype, dude. Now stop bugging me.
Is that better for the mic problems, guys? Gold card landing onto a Canadian Moose, just getting taken down by the 3-man squad.
Yeah, I didn't even know
Picking him up to another assist, but Redneck getting himself copied to each other has to taunt himself away. Getting some worse out, but it's looking like CogChamp's actually picking up a bit more of a... actually has a lead, 1k lead to be precise. Alright, now we still have the CS lead, only the 10 CS lead for Canadian Moose now, to be able to gain back some of that, getting 3-0 for himself, actually putting himself at a nice advantage to his lane counterpart. While top lane still sits at a 30 CS deficit on the side of CogChamp. Going to dive on the tower, going to get hit up by the tower on the log, coming in to save the day. Going to get flashed out, Cataclysm comes out, knocks out Redneck. And that looks like that's going to be first tower coming over to the side of SSG.
I was just trying to be hyped, dude, and I think my mic started having a seizure.
I don't know, it was either one of ours, but they say it's fixed now, so we're good. Because they were saying that before you spoke, I think. Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, I was going hard, dude. Did you hear me?
I heard you. You were fine. You were beautiful.
Screaming about
And don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Wait, chill. We're supposed to be having a spicy conversation, dude. Come out of the closet after these games are done. Wait, rip.
Okay. Tango secures himself. No, wait, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
Did that rebuff not go out to Tango?
It makes me think XT probably doesn't know that much about Maokai.
Feels pretty bad when blue buff didn't actually go to your mid laner. But Maokai gets set up with the double buff, so we're good.
That was ambitious. Look for Dragon right now. I am the law better smite this correctly, unlike the Elder Drake.
XT looking to see if he wants to get him out, but the sapling might just do the trick. No, it won't. But Nature's Grab's gonna go out, stop Rando from coming in and jumping on XT. Screaming Suns Gaming just having a much better time at securing these dragons over the series. Man, guess if Tango already had a blue, then he still walked over there as if he was going to take it. is what I would have assumed. And I did assume while watching. But now just some vision control teams going to contest over this river hill. Might actually see a fight break out as all like 4 members minus the Tristana. If they wanted to fight, this is the time they would do it. Well, a Canadian Moose jumps on to Tango. Cataclysm comes out, but the flash has to be returned. Buster shot it into the tower. Gonna get tanked up, and Maokai just sends all the way into the back lane while the Laws can't do anything. Tristana is jumping around that fight. Which way?
They just got there faster. There was 5 people there to, honestly, just 2 people on the side of SSG. Their AD carry was in base, and Rob and Chundo can really come up to the front line and do anything.
Just got caught out with the wrong numbers at the wrong side of the river. We don't want this turning to well, SSG does not want this turning to another game 1 where Hobbs just takes over. Their mid laner's in a much better place to help us take it out. Now Rando Joe's caught out, being knocked into the back of the team. 4v1, not tanky as he was last time. Gonna get taken out. While XT being saved up by the Stand United, going to save him just enough. While the Tristan Man takes him all the way to the other side of the wall. T is going to be saving himself with the Blaze Collars, trying to save his life. Gonna be flashing away, gonna heal, coming out, and then the auto attack comes out for secure Hobbs a kill.
Alright, we're going hype round 2.
Go hype.
Tristana picks up 2 kills right there. That's really crucial because Hobbs could possibly take over the entire game and pop off. Hopefully he doesn't pull a game 1 where he jumps in there and, I mean, literally ints, by the way. But he's got Tango this time to beef him up there with him, be a support, and be right there for him.
I feel like he started off as Valley Girl, went to hype, and then we cooled down. And XT has disconnected, and that was an immediate pause. Alright.
This is the time to be hype right now.
This is the
SSG finally behind for 1 game. They're not just ahead and throwing a crappy lead, you know, just messing with them, whatever, giving themselves a handicap. But Tango and Hobbs are fed this time. That means 2 carries. Wait, he reconnected. 2 carries can pop off possibly and carry the crap out of KGC.
Sorry, guys.
Back to normal.
Back to normal. Looks like Eternal already has his Blade of the Rune King already called out, but I kind of want to see like a Tiamat maybe if he wants to press the farm lead, because you're not really going to keep Sen there for too long.
Game still isn't on pause. We're going back to hype. Let's look at the gold leads. Right. Never mind. That sucks. Whatever. Tango has a 1.2k gold lead. Nice work. Hobbs has also a 1.2k gold lead. 14 CS over his laner. 3 kills and an assist. And 1 less death. What a beast.
But SSG is pulling out more of the objective control. He's going to try taking out this Red Petal. We're going to actually back off, but it's a bit low right now. He has Smite available and not using it quite yet. Just being stuck in that pit for just a moment. Gets the Smite out. Will someone actually be there? Cataclysm comes on, collects 3. Well, Tej is just throwing feathers into the fight. That's a double kill coming over from Tej. SSG just get a 3.
Gets you. This is where hypecasting gets you. SSG does not want to play a 4th game. They want to stop this fuse right here. So what they do, they give themselves a handicap. They tell the enemy team, hey, you guys, you can have your leads, you can do what you want with it, but we're still going to crap on you. Solid play.
And now they're going to take off that mid herald, and Shelly's not going to do anything to it, not going to lose any health, so that means it's going to be a bigger chunk taken out onto this mid tier 2. And watch as Shelly just rams head first into the tower, taking half its health, and that's going to be another tower going down in favor of SSG.
This is what I like to hear, dude.
Now we have Shelly losing purpose. That's gone. You did good work.
Maybe the Cassidon will see him next time he dies, dude. Oh wait, that's toxic. Canadian's a beast, dude.
Canadian is a beast. Let's see him who he gets from the side plays, start picking people off. He's not that point where he can just one-shot the TF just yet. And that's another tower going down for SSG. Feels really good having 4 towers to none.
I'm telling you, dude. They give themselves handicaps, I promise you.
PogChamp just really needs to work on this objective control. They're not going anywhere. They don't have anything. They have wards in their jungle just for their own protection because they don't have a single tower left from the outside.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
My KC charm keeps coming out, but very surprised that Canadian just grabbed that blue buff from Tango.
And he's on his way out. It's not like you're going to cast it at all. This ELO, brought to you by Risen Esports, is gold plat for the Dominate.
And a D5 Gasolin.
Brought to you by Bronze Casting with Reckle.
Ooh,
I'm the
PogChamp.
bronze, don't worry.
I'm the... we'll leave it at that. Hyped casting 101.
Night Spell has been secured onto T tier.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Hobbs just got D5. I couldn't tell with how that. Never mind. Hobbs got D5 as well, yeah.
Huh. The more you know. Well, let's see if we can actually put that D5 into them. So being 4-1 and 3 right now, having a 10 CS lead.
Ow! Oh, I'm gonna mute myself.
Where are you going, Reckle?
Oh man, I just had some external cringe and I had to let that out before I came back. Ooh, that one hurt.
That's fair. Alright, we have both 4-1 score lines from the mid and the ADC here coming out from PogChamp. Which their Tristana was their saving grace in their first game, and he really needs to pick up for these team fights and not have a 3-man Twisted Advance going down the long range cast and just gonna rip off right back out while the Ocean Mountain Drake actually comes down for that. Then Braum sends out the ultimate, the Cataclysm coming on just to hit Hobbs, and no one's there to collect the kill. A Canadian Moose securing himself a kill, going golden for just a moment while Tristana jumps out in the backline, just gonna pelt what he can hit. While Shen gets taken out by Rando, now Hobbs finally getting some of the attention, gonna take out a kill while he can. Oh, getting the flash over the red buff while saving his life. Double kill coming out for Tango. Just not enough to nail him down, and the two most fed champs are the only people that live. Well, Rando is on the hunt right now, having the gold card, the pillar comes out, not gonna chase it up. Just a bloody teamfight coming out from both teams.
This happened last time too. I think they're just giving themselves another handicap. Last time they just rushed into Tango's Talia and they all died for it. But right after they came back and they made a better play. I'm telling you, dude, Jeff, he's already got Baron in mind. Baron's already gone. Quote me on that. Baron's already gone.
Baron is already gone. SSG are going to have a much harder time because Hobbs is not the only damage threat at this point. We have Tango actually being able to put out a lot in these team fights and actually secure some CC with a gold card. Not enough focus to actually get down. The Cataclysm wasn't followed up by anyone. No one could actually reach the back line while we still had XT and Redneck just standing in front of everyone. Tango positioning wasn't the greatest, but no one punished it, is the premise of that one.
I told you. Straight to Baron, dude.
Straight to Baron, gonna set up, gonna get that pink ward out. The ward has been spotted, and it will die in the hands of Tej. 30 gold coming over to SSG.
Now's the time to throw another team fight. All part of Jeff's plan. And right when they throw that team fight, you know the game's over because Baron is gone. Going straight over to SSG. Those are my predictions. Hype predictions. Risen Esports. Dominate Finals.
Moose getting caught out just a little bit. Twisted coming on to him. He's going to have to try to rip off. The knockup's not going to be up. The Nature's Grass is going to secure down onto Law, but he's going to get the flag and drag back out. Going to get closer to his team while Riff walking away. Canadian Moose. The Queen is coming out. Going to finally... Canadian Moose actually goes gold and not going to be able to secure himself a kill of death just yet. Finally goes down in the hands of Tango. And now Baron is looking to try to go over towards PogChamp.
Alright, I said Baron was gone. Maybe my predictions were wrong.
Baron can still be gone, but will the Law be able to go in and try to steal the Smite? They have wards going in. Smite goes out, but KXT secures the Baron. Good try from I Am the Law, but not quite enough. Smite's a bit too early. They held off the Baron while he jumped in. Good calls out, good communication now from PogChamp.
Miscommunication from Reckles' head to his mouth. I meant to say KGC we're gonna get a Baron. You guys heard me, right? Maybe I'm just lagging. Baron definitely did go down. I called that one. But I don't think they sandbagged the last team fight hard enough. Speaking of SSG, you know, they're really good at making the enemy team think that they're playing really well, and then for some reason they just grab the Baron.
And now PogChamp's looking to pressure this Baron. This Baron pressure. I'm bad. I'm boosted. Gonna actually put some pressure onto these lanes. Might be able to secure themselves the first tower of the game. Almost. Now that Hobbs is here, they might secure this sub tower. A couple hits, just a couple more, and Gold Card secures them, but it gets himself rooted in the return. Only one tower so far in this Baron power play. And only putting himself up at a 1k gold lead. They still have the rest of the standing gold to clear out, as they are still only 1 tower to 3. And we actually have a flank coming out from SSG, but to no avail. Hobbs just looking to clear ward, doesn't want to get himself caught out just yet. Well, the Law is just sitting there looking on the front line, trying to see if he can pick himself off anything. Hobbs needs to be the one they clear out in this team fight.
You know it's me, dude. I'm back. We're here to talk about some gold. You guys hype? Gold hype, dude. Give me a gold hype in the chat. 1.7k gold lead for PogChamp coming into this. The people who have the gold lead are 2k over Cassidy for Autismo, 1,100 for Hobbs over Teach here. But where they do lack is Trundle has a 1.5k gold lead over the Shen, and actually Rakan has a huge gold lead over the Braum. Those are numbers with your boy.
PogChamp looking to secure himself the first dragon of the series. Ocean Drake going over to Cog. But will it be enough to sustain him through this next team fight? Going to fight over blue buff. Going to be secured by the Law. They did well at clearing out the outer towers with this Baron. And now they're all just pressed up onto 1 tower. When Shen could be on the sideline, he has standing knighted up. In case something happens, he could be on the sideline pushing. Let's see here. Pretty defensive build coming out from the Law at this point, picking up the Warmogs on top of Cinderhulk as well. Not as surprising coming out from the Maokai, but still. TF right now could be splitting just as well. They finally sent Shen to the sideline, which is good. But now they're going to be trying to get pinned down by the Law. Gold card lands onto the Law. Just not getting up, but Rando caught on the wrong side of the wall here. Going to have to subjugate, going to try to keep himself alive. All this is staying, coming out. Flag Drag coming out, getting himself 4, getting a Cataclysm onto 4, blasted out a Canadian Moose. They just cannot get onto Hobbs in his backline. Zion not be able to do much of anything from the back. Gonna try to get up, but Tango goes golden right now. But Tej finally able to pull it out. ADC's Combat and Tristana comes out with a stylish flash where they had a quadra kill coming out from Hobbs.
That's the spiciest flash I've seen of the night. Besides the one where he literally inted into the enemy team. I was the only one that was better than this. Hobbs, style points. All game, stylish.
That was just complete style points for the flash there. Hobbs, 5v5 and only one man standing.
Flashed the auto attack, dude. That's what it was.
Gosh, to pick up after the teams to get himself another tower, equal up this tower, and now sitting at almost about a 4k gold lead, favoring KogChamp.
Kind of happy this is looking like it's going to game 4. But I'm also kind of sad because I'm the one casting and I get to suffer watching these amazing players play the game, especially after that Tristana flash.
Both ADCs started to ramp up towards the end of that fight, but Hobbs just took it out. No one able to touch him for the longest time, ending the fight 10-1, having a ridiculous gold lead. And although he has 6 kills, I'm not seeing this Kassadin really picking up too much more than what he has.
Just wait on it, dude. Kassadin at 3 items is disgusting enough. Kassadin 6 items. I'd rather quit the game, honestly.
Yeah, but he gets into the middle. He just dives into the middle of those team fights and almost immediately has to go golden.
I think that also comes with no one being able to get to the Tristana. If he's the only one getting onto the Tristana, then he's just gonna sit there and get auto-attacked by her. But he has multiple people to kill, not just her.
Not much. Cog actually has a Guardian Angel now, so gonna be even harder to keep Hobbs down. I'm not sure what SSG can do to come back from this. It's probably gonna have to revolve around Nibs's next Baron. Setting up Baron, trying to get these wards out, but gonna throw into pink, and the side of KogChamp actually has the Baron pressure while gonna actually flank on the mid. Only 2v4 here. Going to get the global out from TF, and Zayed going and throwing out the ultimate, but he's just getting himself caught out. Reno's coming in to try to help. Kassadin just diving right back into it. Goes golden, almost knocks out Hobbs, but it's not gonna be enough. He's gonna be dead with the gold card there. Quickness comes out, but the Braum ult disengages. Just a Canadian Moose and Tej getting caught out in the mid lane, not being where they really need to be, not with their team, and just get collapsed upon.
I think Canadian Moose was just trying to save Tej from the rest of them, but Tej was already out at that point, but I don't think he noticed.
And the Law looking to steal a Baron. They're holding off just for a moment, and will actually come in clutch this time to close out, and Tango actually secures the Baron. Cataclysm coming out, only securing 2, keeping them boxed up. Not quite where they want to be. Tristana jumps over the wall, just takes out Tej in the back line, and no one can stop him. No one's touching him. Akane's Land trying to do what he can, but he's just a Braum. He just needs to walk away. He can't do anything in this fight. Your shield's not going to help against the tree slapping you, and the kill goes over to Hernandez.
I definitely think this one's going to a game 4.
It definitely looks that way, unless some miracle throw comes out from KogChamp.
Hobbs ints again. I mean, he has GA this time. I think he'll be fine.
Good for Tangle actually securing the Baron for his team. Oh, now we have the Elder Drake up, and I don't think anyone's going to be putting too much. I don't think SSG can put too much pressure onto that. Braum is still down for the next 1 second. The Law, they're just trying to do what he can, get that scuttles out, but it's just too much pressure. No one can get onto Hobbs. I mean, his GA is still up from the last fight. Gonna get spotted out with the wards with the sapling, but not gonna actually do anything. Just gonna keep backing them off. I'm gonna say that I've done what I could.
That was awkward to watch.
Just knowing coming out for this Elder Drake.
I mean, I don't think they can necessarily contest it, but it was just awkward to watch.
I don't really think anyone needed to be going out for the Elder Drake when they had Baron buff. They didn't need to be wasting their time down there. It could be pressing up the lanes. And so they waste time, but that's a huge chunk coming on a Rando from the TF here. Gonna get taken out. Actually takes out Rando on the backline, and a Canadian Moose not able to do anything. Dives in just to die. Tristana hopping in, going to leap. And the Cataclysm will jump on top of him, but there's just nothing else he can do. He's just left for dead. Tries to save the tower, but it's just not enough. We can't get past the Hobbs and the double kill. And that looks like that's going to be game.
4v5, by the way.
Game 3 coming out to KGC, making this an actual series.
Thank God, but not thank God at the same time.
Alright.
This is hype casting, dude. SSG loses one game, taking KGC, making it 1 to 2 for them. I don't know. Maybe Hobbs untilted, found his groove, and he's starting to shoot people with his little rocket in his pocket. Or maybe SSG just got tilted off getting caught multiple times. Let's find out, dude. I already want to start the next game. When's the next one going, dude?
Alright guys, we're going to take a little break, and right back we'll bring you Game 4 between Screaming Suns Gaming and KGC. Don't go anywhere. This is Risen Esports Dominate Finals.